Happy Sunday, fun day out there, wherever you're at in the world. Thank you all so much for being here. As per usual, I'm gonna be doing answering questions. One question per subscriber. Ideally, a yes or no question. Keep it simple, and we'll see what the tarot has for you. I'll just do a little collective while we wait for people to get notified and to come into the chat. How y'all doing today? Where y'all all at? What's the tea? Do you drink tea? Do you drink coffee? Do you drink water in the morning? All right, so let's just cleanse the energy, hoping to bring in some good vibes for everybody on this Sunday. I'm still in a cold place, so it's snowy outside. What's the weather like where you guys are at? Is it warm? Is it snowy? Is it cold? Is it freezing? What's going on in your neck of the woods? So, yes, and I will pull some oracle cards while we wait for people to pop into the chat. Ta-da! All right, we've got some Palo Santo going. We've got the candle going. Hopefully, to get some positive energy out there for you guys. All right, let's see what the oracle has to say. Let's see what the universe wants to tell us right now. Okay, what does the universe have to say for the collective? Now, I think we are in what is the date today? Ooh, we are in Aquarius season. I think that there's a new moon in Aquarius. Could be feeling like we want to do things differently, right? Because Aquarius, I know that they march to the beat of their own drummer, march to the beat of their own music out there. So we could be feeling like we want to do things differently. And who knows? Who knows what could come from that? Maybe good things. We have two oracle cards coming out. We have Quest. This always, this card, this is the throat chakra. So some of us are on a quest to be able to express ourselves freely, maybe to the ones that we love. But whenever I see this card, it always reminds me of that 80s movie, Vision Quest. How many of you guys have seen it? It's a journey. It's a journey one young Lokes journey to, it's like a coming of age story, but also a journey of finding purpose, a journey of life, vision quest out there. Hey guys, so yes, I'm going to be doing the questions, just giving people some time to be notified to come into the chat. And I'm here for you to help you, guide you on your quest, your vision quest, your journey of life. And then we have, so we're pulling the throat chakra and we're pulling the root chakra with renewal here. Some of us, because it's Aquarius season and there's going to be a new moon in Aquarius, I feel like we're kind of seeing this as an opportunity to do things differently. A quest, a journey of renewal here. I want a fresh start. I want a new start. I want to do something different. I want to feel more balanced. I want to feel like life is exciting again, like I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and like my purpose is really propelling me somewhere. Okay, we have gossip here, heart chakra. The story behind this card is actually one as such that this lady here, this is such an Aquarius energy, right? Because this lady here, she's an artist. And in the story here that goes with this card, she has been making art, and the art that she makes is like really beautiful, and it's like a portrayal of the town, and she passes away. And the thing is that everybody gossiped about this poor lady, and here she was making inspiring art. So I feel like this is just kind of saying, for some of us out there, we could have people who gossip about us, but they don't really know who we are, right? Healing the heart chakra means not speaking poorly of other people, even if it's our ex who did us dirty. You never know what that person, what their deep secret is. But sometimes I see this as like, instead of the way that I portray this, for people in relationships is to not gossip about your partner with your friends, to, if you have a concern about them, to go to them and talk to them. And that's healing the heart chakra, is coming from more of a place of compassion instead of a place of judgment, instead of a place of casting someone out who's different. It's a very much of Aquarius energy. I was always the weird kid growing up. I was always the one who was bullied and gossiped about, but I have the heart of gold. And it, it kind of raised me to defend the bully, to defend the odd person out, because the person who's different has feelings too, and they have upbringing and they have trauma, and we all have that. So coming from a place of compassion actually heals the heart chakra, because let's face it, if you're gossiping about people, people are probably gossiping about you, right? I had to learn that the hard way too. Yes. So yes, we are here today to answer your questions from the tarot, giving people time to be notified. And we're doing a quick collective while I wait. As per usual, if you've been here before, you know how I do it. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, you'll have to hit that subscribe button to be able to put your question in the chat. This is actually a feature that I do to keep trolls from the chat, is to keep us all safe. All right. So let's see. And I appreciate all of you guys who come out and support me. Discovery. We're discovering ourselves. Yes, through this Aquarius new moon, we could be learning new things about ourselves, or we could be trying to do things differently here. It's a journey with discovery and quest. Life is a journey, and we're finding different ways and different opportunities to enjoy the ride, finding our purpose, finding our person, whatever your goals are out there. Okay, 7 minutes in, and we're waiting for people to get notified. If you are subscribed, you will be able to put your question in the chat. If you haven't subscribed, we have subscribers only mode on to keep out the trolls. So if you're a subscriber, go ahead and put your question in the chat. While we wait for people, what y'all doing today? I feel like Sunday is day of rest. I know they call it like the Sunday reset, where people, they prepare for the work week. And it's a Sunday fun day. So hopefully you guys can enjoy yourself out there. Have some fun and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Hello. Just waiting for people to come into the chat. If you're subscribed, you can put your question in the chat. If not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then we can get to it. Here to guide you guys with the tarot, we have the Tarot de Marseille and the Tarot of the Divine, my two go-to decks for answering questions. First person in the chat gets their question answered. I've got terrible bad allergies, but I'm pushing through it for you guys. It's snowing outside, and yeah, well, actually, it did snow already, so there's something on the ground. I'm in a cold place. I hope to be in a warm place again soon. I'll pull a collective read while we wait for a question to pop in the chat. If you're already subscribed, you are more than welcome to put your question in the chat for the tarot. Yes or no questions, ideally. I don't do medical questions or legal questions. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. So it looks like there's somebody here. This is a protective energy. In this deck, we have the bald eagle. That could be your spirit animal. Our spirit guide today for this live stream is, it looks like a bald eagle protecting their nest. from poachers. So we could be in a very protective energy, holding on to our energy, holding on to what we have, not wanting people to come and take what we have. Why the Four of Pentacles coming out for the collective here? Hey guys, I'm pulling some cards while I wait for people to put their questions in the chat. First person who puts their question in the chat, I will answer it. Oh, Nine of Swords. There could be some anxiety about resources here. Of course, I definitely feel this is a very protective vibe coming from the collective. Protective of what we have. Nervous that we could lose it. Three of Swords. Some of us could be afraid to put our heart out there. We've been hurt before. This is a bit of an ego death as well. With the Three of Swords is an ego death, but also a pain in the heart place. Some of us could be holding on to old pain, which is preventing us from moving forward. This could be a block in love, in friendship, in work. We could have been burned before and are now very trepidatious to go out there, for fear that we could get hurt again. Now, I sometimes see that as a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I would be careful with that one. You know, if you're going into something, into the dating world or whatever it is that you're going out there doing, if you're going into it thinking that you're going to get hurt, you could potentially get hurt. Hi, Dorella. Thanks for coming out, dear. Sunday fun day. You know, I'm always here for you guys. Yeah, so we want to go into everything with a positive mindset. We don't want to bring in the past into our present, or it could become a self-fulfilling prophecy. I know that when we start new things, that we're very protective of ourselves, and we want to come into it with a different vibration, because we are what we attract. We attract what we are, which can be kind of scary. I know. That's why they say you always want to lead from a place of vulnerability and compassion. Did you have a question for the tarot, Miss Dorella? Yes, I'm just taking questions right away. I already kind of did a collective, and we're just going to jump straight into it, into the questions. So first question asked, first question answered. Sometimes I pull the collective energy because I feel like sometimes people are afraid to put their questions out there. I understand we're in a live forum, and you know, that's totally fine too. Dorella says, what do you see coming in for love for me in the near future? Sure. Get a different deck for Dorella. I want to light some, my candle went out, so I want to light it up. What do we see? Dorella wants to know her future. For 2025. You want to see if you have a Valentine's Day date. I hope to do a Valentine's Day. I should be available to do it. A Valentine's Day all signs for everyone as well. Yeah, I want to do a Valentine's themed all signs. Could be fun. For Dorella, what's coming in the future for love? All right. Oh, and this card, this deck is in French, so it's fun because I get to learn a little bit of French. And I took French in middle school, but I never like fully learned it all the way. I've got some reversals in here. We're going to take cards only in the upright for you because we want something positive. Hi, Brandon. Yes, you can put your question in the chat. We're only going to take the upright for you because we want some positive. For Dorella, what's coming in love for Dorella for 2025? We'll do from now. We're already in February. From now till March. Let's see. What's coming in love for Miss Dorella? Something positive, hopefully. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords coming out. I can see this as one of two things. We'll get one more. I'll get one more card for you. So there could be some indecision here in your future. You could be on the fence about someone or they on the fence about you. This could also be the energy of the person. So this could be an air sign who comes in. Now, sometimes I see the two of swords is a woman with a blindfold. So this is kind of saying, don't ignore the red flags if there are any. Why the two of swords? Ooh, two of swords, three of swords. Okay, so I would be careful that a past person doesn't come in, somebody who maybe was on the fence about you, who you weren't sure about. Okay, be careful because we have the three of swords energy. Now, the way that I see the two of swords to the three of swords is kind of ignoring the red flags. Do not ignore the red flags. If you see someone coming into your life and you feel some kind of way about it, don't ignore how you feel around people. Don't ignore red flags. Don't put on the rose colored glasses because there's something right in front of you that could potentially hurt you. And I hate to put that out there. I'm going to get an advice card from here for you. So, yeah, be careful. If there's somebody that you're unsure about, there's probably a reason for that. Okay. Make sure that you're honest with yourself about people's red flags. Don't ignore the red flags. Complacent. There could be a relationship that you're just kind of comfortable in, and that maybe, now, and this could absolutely be maybe if you're single and you're not talking to anybody, don't settle. Okay, don't settle, because sometimes when we've been single for a really long time and someone shows interest in us, and I don't know your situation, but for me, I've done this before. I've ignored so many red flags that end up hurting me later because I'm just kind of comfortable with it, or because I've been lonely for a long time. I'm sorry that the energy is so stagnant here, but protect yourself at all costs for sure. Hi there, Marjana. You have a different picture. Brandon says, "Good afternoon. What should I focus on this year? Love or money? Thanks." I'm sorry, Dorella, that it was so negative. Come back next time. Maybe we'll get something more positive. But yeah, don't allow someone to treat you as a pick me. Don't allow someone who is unsure about you to break your heart here. Don't ignore the red flags. Don't stay in something or take attention from someone because it's comfortable. Okay, because once you get past all this energy, this could be pulling past energy, you're going to find someone. Okay, come out of your comfort zone and don't lie to yourself about who the person is or why they're interested in you. I hope that helps. I'm so sorry. Two of swords, three of swords. Root chakra. Make sure you ground yourself. Ground yourself, okay? Because when you ground yourself, when you're in a place where you're caring for yourself, you won't put up with this complacent energy anymore. Because you're gonna want adventure. You're gonna want newness. You're gonna leave all that behind. Okay. Hi. Hi, Ari. I've been thinking about you. Marjana. Brandon. Okay, Brandon. Oh, okay. I don't like doing those readings. I'm so sorry, Dorella, but I really hope that helps you. And hopefully, next month we'll bring in something completely different. February is a difficult month for people who are single. It's hard month for me. I don't even like to celebrate Valentine's Day because I feel like it's a holiday. It's not a real holiday. I feel like it's just for like the greeting card companies to sell candy, and it's silly. It's so silly. It can be fun, but I know when we're single or when we're heartbroken, it's a difficult time, just like other holidays. But I want to lift everyone up here. Let's just have some fun. Ugh, my allergies are acting up. And yes. Okay, we're going to do Brandon. Thank you so much, Dorella, for your energy. And we're going to answer Brandon's question. And Marjana and everybody, thank you so much for coming out. I see there's 5 people in the chat. Please hit the heart button if you're here. You can share the stream. If you know anybody out there who would be interested in participating in our Sunday Fun Day. Brandon wants to know what to focus on. I think deep down you probably know, and we're going to get confirmation as to what you already know. And I feel like it's a misnomer that people think that they can't focus on more than one thing at the same time, and I think that you can. I think there's a trick to it. I haven't figured it out yet. But the way that I see it as manifestation is that you can't put too much focus on the thing that you want, because if you do, it sends out those desperation vibes. But what you can do is write it down on a piece of paper, put it under your pillow, and let the universe work it out. I wonder if that works. I think we should try it. What should Brandon focus on for 2025? Okay, let's see. For Brandon, thank you for your question. Thank you for your energy. Appreciate y'all being here. What should he focus on for 2025? Love or money? So it's already talking about money here. There could be a new job for you. Page of Pentacles is a new opportunity for stability. So I'm feeling like this is, yeah, you're gonna. And when we have the star, so I feel like if you've been fighting for a promotion, or if you've been fighting to get more money, or you've been fighting for a different job, I feel like you're going to get a wish in that regard. So I feel like it's definitely talking about your finances here. We have a star on the Page of Pentacles. It could be a really good year for you in your finances. So, yeah, but that doesn't mean that you can't put energy into love. You can still put energy into both. But yeah, it's definitely highlighting a career move for you. And the star is like healing your finances, healing your career, or a wish coming in for you when it comes in money or a job. If you've been looking for it, it could happen for you. So I definitely feel like career is going to be a good focus for you this year. But yeah, you can still put out there in the universe what you want in love. You can focus on both in one way or another, if that makes sense. Oh, I hope that helps for you. This looks really good. Positive energy for your career. Absolutely. I see 11 people in the chat. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting the like button for me, I really appreciate you. I feel it. Confirmation. Thanks. I knew it. I told you. I knew it. I told you that you already know what's coming, and this is your confirmation. So glad to help. I hope it blows up. Every time I come around the city, bling bling. I don't normally sing that like that, but bling bling for Brandon. Yay! I hope it happens. Okay, so Brandon, we have Marjana. Marjana says, will I receive the money I'm waiting for this month? I feel like you've been waiting a long time, and I hope it happens, but let's see what the tarot says. I want to make sure that the cards are in the upright. We're trying to get positive messages for everyone. Positivity. Yes. It's hard for me, I don't know. I'll sometimes wake up and I won't always be in a positive mood. So I have to remind myself, just like I remind you guys, because we know we are not our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. Okay, for Marjana, let's get some positivity. All right. Just making sure all the cards are in place here. And I'm gonna learn French in the process. I hope to go to France. I don't know if you guys are travelers, if you know this or not, but they have travel restrictions for Europe now. You have to get extra permission to go to Europe. They don't want Americans there. I don't know if that's true, but yes, if anybody out there who's in this live is thinking about going to Europe, you have to get permission. There's an extra hoop that you have to jump through. Okay, for Marjana. Marjana wants to know if she will get her money this month, February 2025. Let's see. For Marjana. Yes or no? Oh. So interesting. So it's really not. So we have two cards coming out already. We have, Le Bateleur. We have the Magician. And then the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. So you could potentially get it this month. So if you don't get it this month, It might be next month. So I'm saying yes, you might get it this month. If not, probably in March, because we have the wands coming out, which is Aries season. So anytime between February and March, you could potentially get some money. It looks pretty good. I hope that happens for you. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, that was for Miss Marjana. Ari says, should I get a job at Dunkin's? I feel like we answered this question already. And I think if you want to do it, you should do it. You should totally do it if you want to. Absolutely. It sounds like you want to. Let's see what the tarot says for Ari. No, that's okay. I have no problem asking again. But I think your subconscious wants you to. Deep down, you want to go. You know who's running an ad campaign for Dunkin' Donuts? Sabrina Carpenter. It's that me espresso. I don't know if you know that song. Sabrina Carpenter has been in the Dunkin' Donuts ads. It's fun. Yeah. She's doing a Dunkin' Donut ad. It's really cute. Actually, I want to switch decks for you. And let's see what the tarot says about you working at Dunkin'. I think last time you were wondering, should I stay at Starbucks or go to Dunkin' Donuts? And I think it said something about you having to work harder to make the same amount of money. Let's see if the same cards come out. The Tower. Ooh. Typically, I see the Tower as a no card. Why the Tower? For Ari. Ooh. Ari. Oh. Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles on the floor. Woo! So I think that you might get paid less. I think this is kind of the same thing as last time. The last time we got the Seven of Pentacles, which is like feeling like you're getting nowhere, like you're putting a lot in. So we got the Tower and the Four of Pentacles. These are two. This is saying no, but always trust your gut. If you want to go for it, go for it. You know, it's because it seems like you really want to do it. And money isn't everything, you know, just because you're making less money doesn't mean that it isn't a better scenario for sure. But potentially this is like Four of Pentacles is like holding on to money, saving money, you know, holding on to what's valuable here. So it's up to you. It's up to you. Absolutely. If you want to do it, go for it. My friends don't have issues. Cool. Go for it then. Go for it then. You don't need my permission. You don't need Tarot's permission to go for it. I think you should just do it. So there's some kind of shock in your pay here. You know, maybe you'll get paid more. There's something here that's talking about your pay. It's going to be a surprise how much you're going to be getting paid. This is typically no cards, but if you want to go for it, go for it. You tell me how it goes. Yeah, you don't need Tarot's permission for sure. So who's next? Like 6 is Trey Scorpio going to be mad if I just keep the baby to myself. Oh, I don't feel like it's like his wanting to take responsibility. I'm struggling to see what your name here is. It says Cookie Victoria. Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like I missed Elizabeth. Cookie Victoria, I don't feel comfortable answering that question. That's a really serious question. I feel like, you know, that's a personal issue. And I think deep down, you know what to do. Trust your gut. Okay. On this one, this is not something that I feel comfortable answering. I'm sorry. Elizabeth says, hi, should I leave my social media such as Threads and Instagram open? I'm not sure what to do. Okay, let's see. All right, Elizabeth. Should I leave my social media such as Threads and Instagram open? I'm not sure what to do. For Elizabeth. Should she leave her Threads and Instagram open? It kind of sounds like you don't want to. And trust your gut. I always say that more than anything. Sometimes we just need the tarot to give us confirmation. We have the Nine of Wands. I feel like this is saying that you've been burned before and you're having some trust issues with the Nine of Wands. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So I'm pulling a maybe energy here, but I feel like if you're feeling like you want to be protected, I don't really know. I know on Instagram, it's really easy to make your account private and then change it later. So I would say, if you're wanting to protect your privacy, go for it. Because you can undo it later. I don't know about Threads, but with Instagram, you can make it private and you can change it back to public anytime you want. Sometimes I do that. And I don't know if you guys know this, but on Instagram, if you block someone and you have your account public, they can go and still see what you post. They can go to a browser and search your Instagram and they can still see your account if it's public. They can't see your stories, but so I'm pulling a maybe energy here. But if you're feeling if you're feeling like you want to safeguard your privacy, go for it because it's always undoable later. For sure. I hope that helps. Where you all at? Where are you all tuning in from? What are you all doing today? Are you going to brunch? It has like gotten to be so expensive to go out to eat that I don't really like it. And because I'm a vegetarian, I always have to like double check the menu. And yesterday I went and I ordered potato soup and there was meat in it. And I feel like such a hypocrite throwing food away because there's meat in it. But sometimes they don't post the ingredients on the menu. So Sunday Fun Day is fun, but it's gotten so expensive that I will throw down in the kitchen myself. I'll just make food on my own. I won't even because I actually am pretty good at cooking. I prefer to stay in and make food. I make a mean frittata. It's actually really, really easy to make a really delicious frittata and you don't have to tip. Tipping culture's gotten crazy. And I'm on like a no alcohol phase in my life right now. So Sunday Fun Day for me is like staying home. How many of you guys go out with your friends and have brunch? I think that's what a lot of people do on Sundays. I haven't done that in a really long time. Are there any more questions in the chat? Thank you guys for coming out for all your questions. I'm sorry, Cool Victoria, but that's a really, really huge thing. And I would need to do a whole long spread, not just like one free question for you. And I feel like that's something that you should discuss with that person. So, and I wish you luck on that because it's a huge major decision. He says, I am allergic to eggs. What? I know I was a vegetarian for a while. I mean, I am still a vegetarian. I was a vegan for a while, but I went back to just eating dairy and stuff because it's really expensive to eat that way. And eggs are such a huge source of vitamins and proteins that I love them so much. You can make them in so many different type of ways. Canada, most of the stuff has eggs in them, like dishes from outside. So I have to go be extra careful. Oh, I never go out. I actually hate going out. Oh, wow. It must be really hard to find a place that, like a brunch place that has dishes that aren't just eggs because, I mean, in America, that's what we eat for breakfast. We only eat eggs. And sometimes I'll eat yogurt and fruit. That's kind of what I'll eat. I've been leaning more towards fruit in the mornings. Prop says, will I be getting a good job opportunity in my field of studies? Let's see what the tarot says. Will you get a good job in your field of studies? Thank you guys all for coming out and supporting the channel. I appreciate you all. All right. Of course, the strength card. Okay, why the strength card? Oh, I feel like yes. So we have the Ace of Wands here. The Strength card is a maybe, and the Ace of Cards is a yes. So I feel like you've been holding back for a really long time, trying to make something happen, and I think that all the efforts that you've put in are going to work in your favor. I see something coming in potentially next month, maybe in Aries season, but I think yes, I think that you're going to have a new opportunity coming in. Yeah, all right. All your efforts are going to pay off here. Something new and exciting. We have the wand there. Hi, Elizabeth. Only one free question. The second question is $5. I haven't had someone buy a question in a really long time, but it wouldn't be fair to do more than one. Also, on that note, I have an Etsy account. So I'm going to be offering readings on Etsy. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing the free questions. So get them in while you can, because I am trying to start a business here. So only one free question. And in fact, I might not be doing the free questions every weekend anymore. Once I get my Etsy account up, y'all can ask me private questions, potentially Celtic Cross questions. But for right now, it's just going to be like the one question for $5. So only one question, guys. He says, thank you so much for the reading. You're welcome. I definitely want to get a paid reading on my Etsy from you someday. Yes. Yes. I don't get paid to do YouTube. I don't get paid to do anything. I do need to get paid. Because I love to help people. But, I've got to help myself. And this year is going to be the year where I finally do that. And hopefully I will be able to offer other services like natal chart readings, because I feel like a lot of people don't know about astrology enough. And when they come on here and they watch their sign, they're watching their sun sign, and you should be really watching your rising sign. And I have all kinds of ideas and stuff like that. But yeah, I wish more people knew that they have to watch their rising sign, not their sun sign and not their moon sign. Yeah. And also remember, if you're not getting an actual reading, everything's general. So, and coming on here and only pulling one or two cards isn't really enough, to help you, to guide you. You need a whole spread. And yeah, the way that I work is that I need to pull a lot of cards. So I only pull a few cards on here. And it's really, really better to get a paid reading, especially because since there's so many people in the chat, I'm only getting a small snippet of your energy, because everybody's energy is on here and everybody's energy is affecting the cards. Hi, Steve. I'm good. How are you? Yes, really. So there's a lot of inaccuracies out here in the tarot community about horoscopes, and true astrologers tell you to look at your rising sign and your moon sign, but there's more than one type of astrology. There's tropical astrology and there's Vedic astrology. Vedic astrology is like the first type of astrology ever made, and it's a lot more accurate. So the more you know, the more you know. Yeah, and the more that you won't want to watch tarot readings anymore once you know about all of that, because you're going to want to know about astrology instead, because it's way more accurate and it's way more telling, and it's more predictive too, because it's based on the energy of the planets and stuff like that. You're doing good. I'm glad to hear it. How many of you guys had coffee today? I live for coffee in the morning, but I would love to quit because it's not good for my stomach. It's not good for my stomach at all, but it's hard for me to say no. Mostly because I have allergies, and so I'm kind of like sleepy all the time. So when I drink coffee, I don't feel as sleepy.
I didn't know that I was always watching sun sign. Maybe that's why it never resonated with me.
Yes, I this is what I'm telling you. The only way for a reading to resonate with you is for you to get a personal reading. Watching general readings on here is just a show. It's a show, it's a story. You have to get a private. And also look at your rising sign and look at your moon placement. Your sun sign horoscope is not accurate. It's not who you truly are in astrology, because tarot is based on astrology. So yeah, look at the rising and look at the moon sign placement. And if you don't know what it is, then you can get a calculator. You can go online and get a calculator and find out what it is. And that's why I always say, if you're going to do the all signs, watch all three, sun, moon, and rising, to get a whole idea of what's going on with you. You have to look at all of those placements. Yes, you just had your coffee. Oh, it says you can try tea. I drink tea often. Yes, I like tea. I only drink it once a day. I really like tea, but I also really like coffee. I just like caffeine. Like in general, I really just like caffeine. And I tried drinking matcha, but I like chai more than I like matcha, and I like tea more. I like coffee more than I like tea. What I really, really like is an espresso. Like an espresso with steamed milk in it. An espresso with steamed milk. Ah, all right, you guys. I think I've answered all the questions. I don't know if anybody else has a question. Yeah, I might not. I'm probably gonna be doing the free questions only once a month. The same people kind of come out, and so I'm probably going to be having questions are going to now be paid. Probably no more free questions, because I'm trying to grow the channel and I'm trying to grow the business, and I put a lot of effort into it, and at this point I really need to get something out of it. So I love supporting you guys, but it's time for me to support myself and my family. So, and my views have been getting smaller and smaller, so I've got to do something different. So I'm going to go back to doing the sign reads, and if I probably will still do the free questions, but I might only do it once a month. So if you want a question from me, you'll have to pay from here on out. I'll probably be doing the paid ones. But you can always do the check-ins, or because I'm going to be doing the signs check-ins or the all signs. I don't know. I might still do all signs, but someday I might not always be on YouTube. So if you really want something from me, you'll have to check out my Etsy. Yeah, I've got to go out there. I've got to make a living somehow. And I appreciate all your guys' support coming out and stuff like that. I appreciate all of you, and I love helping you guys for sure. But the only way that I can really help you is by coaching you, because because it gets to me. Most people and I talk about this all the time, if you've watched me before, most people who come on here to YouTube aren't really ready to change. They're not really ready to change. And that means that their lives probably will stay the same. They're not going to get to the goals that they want, because they're not making the change within. They're going to keep attracting the same type of people, still getting their heart broken, still holding out to the same people. Yes, you're right. And I don't watch tarot readings anymore, because I used to be really lovesick, and I would come on here and I would think that these people would help me. Like, tarot readers on YouTube don't want to help you. They want your views. They want your money. And I definitely would like to get paid, but I would like to get paid to help people. I want to help you guys. And telling you that so-and-so still loves you isn't helping. It's not helping you guys, but I mean, I'm still going to do the check-ins because I enjoy doing it, but I'm not very popular because I'm too honest on here. And the truth is that you've got to learn to make these decisions yourself. You've got to learn to go deep and be honest with yourself. You've got to learn, that not everyone has your back out there. And the only way for you to get different results is for you to do something different. And that means you got to change. And that starts with here. I want to help you guys, like by coaching you. And someday I might not even do tarot, um, because I just think that there's more to life than your love life.
Adriana says, hello, Grand Rising. I just got here. What I miss?
Well, I'm probably going to be phasing out the free tarot questions because I'm really close to getting my Etsy account up. So I might only do the free questions live once a month. So yeah, and I appreciate you guys coming out, and I'll pop on here to talk to you guys. And to be honest, we don't really need tarot for me to help you. Tarot is a tool. I talk about it all the time. Tarot is a tool to help you get closer to yourself, to help you change. And in the tarot community, in the tarot YouTube community, people don't really get better. They come out and I used to get hooked on these readings and think, oh, this is going to happen for me finally, instead of being honest with myself that the person that I was waiting on doesn't care about me, and that I'm never going to change watching these tarot videos. I'm never going to get better watching these tarot videos. I'm never going to meet the love of my life. I have to go out there and I have to get help for myself. And I'm still doing that. But yeah, I want to really help you. And the only way to do that is to get for you guys to be serious about your mental health, to be serious about, where you're at, to be serious about your love lives. It's, to make the change with yourself and to be honest with yourself and to get out of those stagnant relationships that you're in, get out of those situationships for good. And I'm sure I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off because I'm not going to tell you a lie. And, tarot can only tell you so much. You already know. Yeah, a lot of people come here and they ask questions they already have the answer to. You guys already have the answer. If only you would listen to yourself. You already know.
I like everything you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, I got this. Oh, yeah. I think about deleting my YouTube all the time, you guys, because I hate doing clickbait. I absolutely hate doing clickbait. I don't like lying to you guys. And I've always been the underdog. So it really kills my ego sometimes to come on here and to see, to see the numbers and to see the statistics that they're so low. And then I got to be honest with myself that everybody on YouTube is lying to everyone else, that, some people come on YouTube and they start a channel because they just want to be, they really just want to be famous. And I see it all the time. I'm not going to name names. I'm not even talking about just the tarot community. But yes, there's astrologers out there who are musicians and they do this this is like their 9 to 5, and they just really want famous. They just really want validation. They just really want notoriety. They don't necessarily care. This is a vehicle for them to get noticed and to get out there and stuff like that. And it's not necessarily about helping anyone really. So, and the only way to really help someone is to like coach them. If they're not, to push them, to be honest with them, because you guys are so much smarter than you give yourself credit for. You guys who come on here to watch YouTubers are more intuitive than the YouTubers themselves. You already know. You come on because a lot of you guys, you come on here and you'll ask questions and you already know what the answer is. You just need someone to give you the courage to like tell you it's okay, you can do it. It's okay if you fail. You don't need that person's love and validation. You can do it. So I don't want to be too pushy with people, because I have to learn to be more gentle, because I will be like, what are you waiting for? Just do it. Just go talk to that person, just dump that person, just go after that job, just do what you want to do, as long as it's not hurting anyone else, right? Break up with that person. They're not good for you. I'll be the first to tell someone to break up with someone. And it's harder to do that in your life though. That's why, and I feel like sometimes people just need coaches. They just need someone to believe in them maybe you don't have a support network and you just need someone to believe in you and to give you that push that it's okay. You can do it. You got this. So, but yeah, I might not always be on YouTube. Someday I might find something else to do, something like that. And when I first started YouTube, I didn't think I would get very far with it because I have imposter syndrome. A lot of us have imposter syndrome. We're very sensitive. We're very gentle, and the world will see your light and your shine. And there's so many haters out there. They will tell you negative things because they don't want you to succeed. They want you to be miserable with you. And I want you guys to succeed out there.
Meredith says, hi, may I ask if I'll score in a high grade in my exam? I studied, but I don't know if the circumstances, for example, the professor, are going to be favorable.
Oh, okay. Let's see what the tarot says. Adriana says,
I don't understand why the truth hurt. I hear the truth and I know it is real.
Yeah, some people aren't ready for the truth. A lot of people come to tarot to be lied to. And it's because they're not ready to handle it because the truth is painful at times. Yes, it is. The truth is painful. All right.
Steve says, exactly. I got a lot of people mad at me because I chose myself.
Yeah, you got to choose yourself. You got to. Who else is going to do it? You have to parent the inner child within you. Okay, Meredith, let's see what the tarot says. Now, I say this all the time. Tarot, take the tarot with a grain of salt. Always listen to your inner self. Because sometimes the tarot is saying something way deeper that we don't understand on the surface. For Meredith. Meredith wants to know if she'll score a high grade in your exam. Well, I think that you know. How well do you know the topic? Do you feel iffy? Do you feel like you know it? Do you need to study more? How much did you study? How have you been doing in the class so far? For Meredith, what does the tarot say about her exam? She get a high score on her exam. Will she get a high score on her exam? Let's see. Oh, we got one. We have the 10 of Wands. Ooh, 10 of Wands. I'll pull one more card. I don't want to tell you something negative. So, will Meredith get a high score on her exam? Ooh, I hate to say this, but I feel like okay, so we got 2 10s. You might get something to do with a 10, like maybe you'll get 10 questions wrong. I feel like now, I feel like you might get a low score. I hate to say that. And we've got 10 10 here. So 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords are both no cards. Hold strong though, but just because maybe you got 10 questions wrong, or you could get something about the number 10, but definitely I'm feeling I pulled from 2 different decks here. This is saying no, but don't give up, okay? Because we got the Strength card here. Don't give up, because even if you do poorly on this exam, doesn't mean that you will do poorly in the class. So take it from me, if you're not sure about the subject, put more time in, study some more. Hopefully you can turn this no into a yes, okay? I hate to give that reading. I don't like giving negative readings. I hate it. So, but yes, for Meredith, you might get a low score, but that doesn't mean that you'll do poorly in the class. And maybe if you go and put more effort in, you will turn that no into a yes. I'm putting out positive energy for you. 10-10. We got the 10-10.
Adriana says, can you do a pick a card for me? See what the spirits on the cards
want to say. Sure. Yes, let's see. All right. Oh, we got the devil in reverse here. Okay. I feel like with the devil in reverse, you could be overcoming something. I'll read for you. Thank you for sharing your energy. You're welcome. Devil in reverse. Why the devil in reverse for Adriana? Oh my God. Wow. Okay. I feel like you're staring something right in the face here. And I think there is going to be a major change in your life where you're ending toxic ways. Devil in reverse with the death card. The death is a major change. And with the devil in reverse, I feel like that. No, first my first thing is that you're overcoming an addiction here, but I think that there could have been some toxic thoughts in your head that you could be overcoming here. Maybe you're finally seeing the truth about something, I don't know, but I feel like you're overcoming something, some difficult period of time. Yeah, I don't know. The devil in reverse and the death. Wow. It's going to change for you. One more card for Adriana. Oh, I'm telling you, we got the sun card. I feel like you're going from a negative space to a more positive space. And this could be your thoughts too. Because sometimes I see the devil as like negative thinking or toxic thinking or negative self-talk or kind of being addicted to something bad. But I feel like you could be having a more optimistic view, coming from a dark place to a more positive place. It's a whole major transition right now. The death and the devil this is a time for you where you're learning some lessons and clearing out some old ways of being that don't serve you. And we have the snake card here. So, and the snake is, which is funny because this is very much Scorpio energy. The snake is change, the death is change. And I think that you're making some major positive changes in your life and in the upcoming future here. I feel like if you haven't been doing so, you could potentially be doing that here, making major positive changes. I'm trying my best to keep my peace of mind in one piece. That's good. I think you could be spending more time outside because we have the sun. Maybe like being around trees. You could potentially actually see a snake, but I feel like this is more metaphorical that you're really going behind the curtain, going behind the veil, see what's really there, face your dark night, and really clean house, really clean things up, really, get into a more positive mindset. I love this for you. I think this is good. Oh, yes, been there. Yay! Yay for positivity. If things can be, I feel like you're going from like the hanged man, sleeping beauty energy to like, I'm awake, I'm happy, I'm doing more things, I'm getting out there, maybe physical therapy or something. Because I know you said you hurt yourself, but getting out there more, getting out in the sun more, getting that vitamin D that you need. Whoa, we've got to sage now because we have the death and the devil, which is crazy. I don't like that. Scorpio energy. I like Scorpio. I don't have any major placements in Scorpio. Uh, let's get some. Woo! Let's clear the energy. Ooh, wild, wild. Woo. Okay. Trying to clear the energy here after that, but I think it's going to be good for you. It's something that you need, that a push that you need to do better in your life. You're doing it. I feel like 2025 is going to be a year of major change for you. A lot of good things on the horizon. No, I am on a solo journey. Okay. No worries. I feel like either way it's going to be good for you. It's going to be a time of major lessons, major life changes. We had a bunch of major arcanas coming out. So I think it's going to be a lot of life lessons for you that you're learning, and it's a positive change, very positive changes. Changes. You guys like David Bowie? I named my cat after David Bowie. I named my cat Ziggy. Ziggy Stardust, because I love David Bowie so much. Did I skip anybody's question? I think I answered everyone's question, and I might get on out of here. So, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. My glands are swollen right. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but my allergies are hitting me really hard. I might have to go take an allergy pill. I might get on out of here. And I don't know. I might not be doing the free questions for much longer. I might only be doing it once a month. We'll see what happens. But you can always. I am going to be getting my Etsy account up, so you can always catch me on Etsy. I'm going to be doing the sign readings more probably. We'll see. There's going to be a lot of changes around here, but I appreciate your support, all of you guys, for coming out. I appreciate all of your questions and your energy. Happy I caught you today. Yes, you're welcome. I hope that these readings elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. And I will see you all later. Have a great Sunday. Bye, guys.